Hello folks, in this lecture I'll teach you how you can create a function in AWS Lambda using a container image. So the first thing we'll do is we'll create a container image, we'll run it locally, and once we've done that we'll try to deploy it to our AWS Lambda function. So before we proceed, in Lambda there are two ways you can actually deploy a container. You can either use a container image that is already provided by AWS, or you could use your own supported container image. So this is going to be a two-part lecture. In the first lecture, I'll teach you how you can use the AWS provided base image to create a container. And then in the second lecture, I'll use a alternate base image to create a container image. So let's start by using the AWS provided base image. So the first thing you do is you create your image and the Docker file, and then let's try to run it locally. So I have a URL in which there are instructions given on how to do this. So let's start. So you can do this on your local machine, or you could do it in your Cloud Shell as well in AWS. However, unfortunately, right now AWS Cloud Shell does not provide Docker support. So instead of using your AWS or using a local, which is preferable, but unfortunately I do not have Docker currently in my local machine. So what I'll be using instead is I'll be using the Google Active Cloud Shell instead. So let's try to open our Google Cloud Shell. So let's start by creating our image in Node.js. So the first thing I'll do is I'll create a new folder. I'll do an npm init to create my application. I'll name the entry point as app.js. So let me clear my screen. So the first thing I'll do is I'll create a app.js file which will contain my code. So my code will be very straightforward. It'll just have a hello world. So I'll just copy this. So this is a very basic application. It just returns a hello world with a status code of 200. And this is the name of my handler. It's called the Lambda handler. So this name will come in handy while we are writing the Docker file. So let me just close this. I'll do a cat app.js just to reconfirm. Okay, this is created. So the next thing I need to do is I need to create a Docker file. So I have a URL that contains how the Docker file needs to be created. So it has to fetch an image from this particular path. So this is the base image from which we are going to build our Docker image. And apart from that, we'll just be copying the app.js and the package.js, these two files that we've created. We'll be doing a run app npm install, and then we'll be running the handler. So this currently this handler will need to change for us. Instead of handler, you need to make this as lambda handler. So let me just copy this and I'll paste it here. And the only change I need to make is I need to change this handler to lambda handler. Everything else is fine. So let me just save this. And let me run this Docker file and create an image. So to do that, I'll just run my Docker build/d. The name of my image would be my Docker image, and I'll take it from the current path. I think there's something wrong with my Docker file. Let me just re-verify that. Okay, so I need to change this to from. Yep, this looks correct. So let me run that command once more. I think my image is created. So just to verify, I'll just run the Docker image ls. So you can see that my image has been created. So let's run this particular image before we upload it to AWS. So let's run this particular image before we upload it. So to run it, you just need to run the docker run command. and then you need to give the name of your particular image. So the name of my image is this, and the tag is latest. So once your image is running, let's try to run this particular Docker container. So to do that, you need to run this curl command. So I'll just copy this, go back to my GCP Cloud Shell again, and here let me run this particular URL. Here it throws an error saying that your app.lambda handler is not defined. So probably I've made some mistake while assigning the handler name. So let me go back to my let me do a cat app.js. So you can see the H in the lambda handler is caps. So unfortunately, I need to run this again. So I'll just copy this. I'll go back to my Docker file. And I'll change the name of the handler again. So now it looks correct. So let me just close this and build it again. And let me run this once. And let's use the curl command once again. So now you can see that you're getting the correct response of hello world from container. Okay, so now that we build a container image, let's try to deploy this in Lambda. So the first thing you need to do is you go back to your Lambda console and you create a container registry. So to do that, you can go to your container registry. So I'll create a new repo for this, create a repo, and I'll just call this my Lambda images. And I'll click on create repo. So I'll go to my Lambda images. Currently, you can see that there are no images. So what we need to do is we need to pull that image that we've created in our GCP account and put it over here. So to do that, you can just click on this view push commands. So this will give you all the commands that you need to run to make sure it works. So let's try to do that. So the first thing is I do not have AWS currently in this particular environment. So I need to install my AWS CLI. So let me go to my, I'll just copy this particular command. I'll send you a link to this in the description below and I'll paste it. So let me check if AWS is installed. So the next thing I need to do is I need to run an AWS configure. So here you need to provide your access key and the access secret. So let me just quickly do that. So now that I've configured my account, I'll go back to my Amazon ECR and I'll just run this particular command. So this will log into my AWS ECR repo. Okay, you can see that the login has succeeded. So let's go back again. Okay, now that you have logged in successfully, the next thing you need to do is it's asking you to build that particular image again. I've already done it, but let's do it again. So I'll just copy this and I'll paste it again. So now you can see that my Lambda has been created once again. So let's go back to the instructions again. So it's asking you to tag your image. So I'll just copy this command and I'll run it directly. I'll do a Docker image ls again. So you can see that the tag has been created with Lee. So now let me just run this particular Docker push to push it to my container repo. So I'll just paste this again. So once it's been pushed, you can go back to your ECR and let's just refresh this particular page. So now you can see that that particular container image has been uploaded to my repo. So that's it. Now the only thing remaining is to create a Lambda using this particular image. So I'll go back to my Lambda. I'll create a function. So here, instead of authoring from scratch, you can click on the container image. You can give a particular name. So I just call this my image. And here you just need to give the URI of your particular image. So I'll click on browse image. I'll select the repo. So my repo is my Lambda images. And I'll click on the latest image tag. Click on select, and that's it. So you don't have to choose your particular runtime or anything like that. You can just click on create function. So once your particular image has been uploaded to that Lambda, so how do you test it? So to test your particular Lambda, you can go to your invoke, just give a name for your particular event and click on invoke. And if you see the details, you'll see that you get the hello world container. So that's it, guys. So that's how simple it was to run your particular Lambda from the container image. So in my next lecture, I'll teach you how you can create your own image rather than use the Amazon provided base image and run that particular container in your Lambda. So I hope you had fun with this lecture, and please do not forget to subscribe and like. Thank you.